Hello everybody. Welcome back to our channel, Learning the Bible and More. Today I'm wearing my dun, 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 like it looks like a flag, or like it's the American flag shirt. My name is Stacy and I'm just glad you all can be here. I do have some good news. All right, so I have let me kind of go over for the people that are new if you join us. I have a disabled son in the Utah prison, the new one, the $1 billion. It was a $240 million project that turned into a $1 billion project for some reason, and they're a mess. So they confiscated my son's hearing aids, Bible prayers. So anyway, there's an advocacy group called UPAN or whatever, Utah Prison Advocacy Group or whatever, for friends and family that have loved ones in there that are going through controversy. Yeah, civil rights are being violated. So she gave me the information on one of the shareholders, and I emailed him, and he admitted that the tactical group or whatever, they dressed up like the military. They went and raided my son's area again, and that's when they took his hearing aids, they took the Bible prayers, family pictures, brand new shirts. There was also a hepatitis C outbreak, and the prison admitted they're responsible. Well, they've been taking 60% of my son's money, whatever. So anyways, long story short, I got an email from his caseworker. They're going to reimburse my son the medical part, but they still owe him a $400 TV, the $3,000 hearing aids, and more, like new shirts, new whatever, yada yada. Anyways, I want to try to get him transferred back down closer to home because he's like 4 hours away. And also, I can't say this, but if you want to know the truth of what is happening, here's some info. I hope you can see it and read it better this time. And I'll show it again once towards the end. And so we're going to be reading some more about God will use us for good. And he certainly does. So I even tell my son this when I do get to talk to him. You know, take the small things, because that's what matters. And don't worry about the big stuff. We'll get there. But in the meantime, yes, I'm a mama bear, so what do? I sent him the Pledge of Allegiance with the flag on it. And I wrote because they read your mail. And I'm like, shame on you for doing this to a disabled person, and shame on you. And then, get this, on top of it all, they send me another email. They want me to join another Zoom, the Utah prison. They want my opinion again on how they should run things. The last time I told them, how about put cameras on the guards so they can't just say whatever, and if they shut their cameras off, that's tampering with evidence. Maybe I should just get on there again and tell them again. Because apparently, I guess they want me to tell them how to do their job. So ridiculous. Anyways, chapter 2, eventual good. Yes, I would like to hear eventually some good. So, chapter 2. In God's hands intended evil becomes eventual good. That's the message of Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. In the heart of Joseph's story, he tied himself to the pillar of his promise and held on for dear life. Nothing in this story glosses over the presence of evil. Quite the contrary. Bloodstains, tear stains are everywhere. Joseph's heart was rubbed raw. He was rubbed raw against the rocks of disloyalty and miscarried justice. Yet time and time again, God redeemed the pain. The torn robe became a royal one. The pit became a palace. The broken family grew old together. The very axe intended to destroy God's servant turned out to strengthen him. And that's where they get that saying, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. You meant evil against me? Joseph told his brothers using a Hebrew verb that traces its meanings to weave or plait. You wove evil, he was saying, but God rewove it together for good. God, the master weaver, he stretches the yarn and intertwines the colors that raged twine with the velvet strings, the pains with the pleasures. Nothing escapes his reach. Every king, despite weather, pattern, and molecule are his command. He passes the shuttle back and forth across the generations. And as he does, a design emerges. Satan weaves, God reweaves. And God, the master builder, this is the meaning behind Joseph's words. God meant it for good in order to bring about. The Hebrew word translated here as bring about is a construction term. It describes a task or building project akin to the one I drive through every morning. The state of Texas is rebuilding a highway overpass near my house. 3 lanes have been reduced to 1, transforming a morning commute into a daily stew. The interstate project, like human history, has been in development since before time began. Cranes hover overhead daily. Workers hold signs and shovels, and several million of us grumble. Well, at least I do. How long is this going to last? My next door neighbor have a difficult attitude toward the project. The husband and wife are highway engineers, consultants to the Department of Transportation. They endure the same traffic jams and detours as the rest of us. So with a better attitude, why? They know how these projects develop. It will take time. They respond to my grumbles. But it will get finished. It's doable. They have seen the plans by giving us stories like Joseph's. God allows us to study his plans. Such disarray, brothers dumping brother, entitlements, famines, and family feuds scattered about like nails and cement, bags on a vacant lot. Satan's logic was sinister and simple. Destroy the family of Abraham and thereby destroy his seed. Jesus Christ, all the hell, it seems, set its target on Jacob's boys. But watch the master builder at work. He cleared debris, stabilized the structure, and bolted trusses until the chaos of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 24. They cast him into a pit because the triumph of Genesis, chapter 50, verse 20. Life for many people God as master weaver, master builder. He redeemed the story of Joseph. Can't he redeem your story as well? Yeah, he sure can. All right. So when we come back, we'll talk about how, you'll get through this. And yes, I know we will. It's just painful going through it. And yes, we're humans. And it's good to talk about it. You always need somebody to talk through it because there's somebody else always going through something. I mean, that's how I got through a lot of my abuse. There was always somebody else going through it a lot worse than me. But I always try to look at the positive, like, yeah, we don't always have money to eat or whatever, but hey, if I can eat once a day, then I'm doing good. You know what I mean? And so I hope that helps somebody out there. I hope no matter what you're going through, I hope that gives it a positive spin, on it. Plus, it helps me to share with you guys, what I deal with and what my son has to go through. It's just really hard to see him because they're abusing the inmates, I know his caseworker's heart was in the right place, and she asked me, could you send another charger? And I'm like, for his hearing aids. And I'm like, does he even have them? And I found out he doesn't. And then I was like, why should I even bother? Why should I send him that so they can raid him again? It's like, and that's what I told my son. I'm like, don't buy anything. Don't get anything because they're just going to take it from you. They're going to find out you got something and then they're going to come and do a sweep again. And all we can do is pray that God has mercy on their souls, and shame on them for doing that. And my son said, they laugh. They laughed. They laughed on what they do. They're like bullies. They don't care. They don't care. That's sadistic. And those are the people that we have to forgive, and forgive those who trespass against us, and pray that the wicked leaves them, and that they get a heart, have some kind of heart. And I pray nothing ever happens to them, because that's not how we should be. But anyways, I was able to go get the other neighbor some newborn baby diapers because they had a baby. And I'm just gonna keep trying to do something good for people, and that's what matters, right? So anyways, remember to put God first. He does wait for us to come to him and repent, and he answers our prayers when the timing is right. And he does answer prayers. And so until next time, to be continued.